What's going on, everybody? How are you? Rob, Patrick, Toby, Kimberly, Dominator, Rouleau. Just popping on tonight. No agenda. Just kind of a pre-Thanksgiving. That's it. Yep. Yeah. Hold on. I just need to get a screenshot of this so I can use this in court. Everything you say can and will be used against you. No questions asked. Hey, Peg, how about that? I remember that song from when I was little, and that is a Thanksgiving song. Okay. Right? Thanksgiving song. When I think of like a Thanksgiving song, I think of Over the River and Through the Woods. When I think of a Christmas song, I think of, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, like that kind of thing. But the Over the River and Through the Woods is a Thanksgiving song. What is unique about that song? What is unique is that there's snow on the ground. And that was something. That was a thing. There was snow on the ground on Thanksgiving. I remember growing up and Thanksgiving always, always had snow. Always. In upstate New York. Always had snow. When was the last time we had snow on Thanksgiving? Candied pecans. Oh, that sounds great. Thanks, Al Gore. It's funny. Zero agenda. Just hanging out. That's it. Zero agenda. I was talking with somebody today about, if you're not going along with the narrative, you're not going along with the current narrative. Every time you post on any legacy social media, you always stand the chance of getting banned or deplatformed, that kind of thing. And my opinion is, if you're going to do it, let it be like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, go out with them blazing. Just post a big one. Just tell Facebook to have a big fuck you, or YouTube or Instagram, just a big giant fuck you. That's it. You don't have to like I know I speak in code. I know I speak in code. And there's just going to come a day when I'm tired of it and I'm just going to say fuck you, Facebook. Fuck you. That's all. And just let it fucking rip. Yeah, Rob, the that Ben Settle Tom Woods thing was powerful. I'm actually going to have Ben on the channel. It's probably going to be one of my favorite, actually going to be one of my favorite interviews. I'm so looking forward to it. So you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking Nick, thank you for the super chat, and happy Thanksgiving to you as well. What is the most affordable non-cob pipe? Probably a Dr. Grabo, most likely. They're probably about, you can get one. Or actually, you can get something on eBay, get an estate pipe on eBay for like less than $10. Yeah. Yes, Ben Settle, the copywriter. Correct. Yeah. This is not my house. I am outside right now. That's why I'm wearing a hat. That's why I'm all bundled up here like this. Just, I mean, literally, I'm layered up because this is actually a shed. I do not smoke a pipe in the house, ever. Superior Man, welcome to the broadcast. Good to have you here. We're just hanging out tonight. There's zero agenda. That's all. Just hanging out with you. Might put some guests on. I don't know. Not sure. How about that video that I put up yesterday? How about that video about where I had Rage Against the Machine at the end of it? And it's funny, like they are so non-Rage Against the Machine. I guess back in the early 90s, that was kind of cool to talk about being against stuff and protesting. And I've never seen a more woke bunch of people. All the resist people are so damn woke, so sheepish. Like, I'm different, just like everybody else. So friggin' funny. Athena, what's going on? I say do your research. Don't believe anything. Do not believe anything. Yeah, fight the power became the very thing they set out to destroy. Isn't that the truth? Fight the power. Yeah, fight the power. They are so funny. I don't have a favorite bourbon. My favorite bourbon is the one that's on sale and the one that I'm just in the mood for. I get a different bourbon every single time, but if I had to choose, it probably would be Four Roses. If I had to choose. How to resist what they want to impose. Say no. America, the United States started when somebody said no to a fucking king. You got it? We are here in the United States today because someone said no, no, no. I'm done. I won't do what you tell me. No. Think about the Declaration of Independence. Do you have a PID, a personal Declaration of Independence? Think about that. I like to say a personal Independence Day, but a personal Declaration of Independence. Hello to Emilia in Chattanooga. Faithful follower, crazy but not too crazy. There's going to be another lockdown. There's going to be another. They're punishing us for saying no. You know that, right? It's got nothing to fucking do with rates. It's all about damn control and tyranny. Do not kid yourself. Do not kid yourself. The United States started because somebody said no. So do we have to create a new United States? And does history need to repeat itself? Possibly. Yeah, things are jacked up in Canada, really jacked up. Like, I'm not saying to resist like the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. That's not the kind of like resist I'm talking about. That's not the kind of no I'm talking about. Like, no, I'm not going to follow the speed limit. Ooh, you're controversial. You probably use salad dressing without shaking it first, right? I bet you eat an apple without washing it. Ooh, you're edgy, aren't you? That's not the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's not the kind of shit I'm talking. The fact that mainstream news is behind all this, the fact that mainstream media controls what you have to say, should be clue enough that there's something else behind this other than a fucking pathogen. Are you fucking stupid? God, what the hell's the matter with you? Seriously. I am creating a community of like-minded people. If you're not with me, get the fuck out. Out. That's all I have to say. John Hoover from Austin, Texas, you have the right to hit the mute button, right? You have the right to remain silent. Yeah, Andy Roth, is that a trip? Totally Orwellian stuff. You know, it's funny. I was talking to somebody and they read 1984 for the first time, and it put them in a funk. They were like, and I'm like, yeah, well, now you know what half of the world is going through right now. Is that a trip? Is that a freaking trip? Yeah, it's jacked. It really is. What do I think of the Arbery? I think I think all verdicts are meant to persuade and divide, no matter what the verdict is. I think all televised trials are meant to persuade and divide. I don't care who the defendant is. I don't care who the prosecution is. I don't care if they're black or white. I don't care who they are. I don't care what the crime is. They're all meant to persuade. 100%. Yeah. Ask an Amish person what they think of the verdict. Ask an old order Mennonite person. Ask ask those Amish people at the where's that farmers market in Jersey? There's an Amish farmers market. What the hell's the name of that place? What's the town? I would I would drive through there on the way. Thank you, Jason, for the super chat. Much appreciated. Um, I drive through the town on the way to Sea Isle, and there's a little farmer's market with Amish people in it. Best Amish bakery ever. Not Berlin. No, it's not. I'd know the name of it if I heard it. I do a zigzag through the town, and I drive by like a reservoir that looks like it has great fish in it. You can just tell that it's got some like badass bass and catfish in it. I know the name if I heard it. Anyways, ask the Amish or Old Order Mennonite, what do they think of the verdict or the trial? They're too busy going to bed because I got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to plow, you know? Dave Cullen from Ireland. Dude, it's like midnight for you. Elwood City, Pennsylvania. That must be upstate in what they call coal country. Yeah. Craig B, that's great. I do all my plowing at night. Oh God. If I was a really good Christian, I wouldn't be laughing at that. But I think it is funny. Eat soy instead of turkey. Yeah. Uh-huh. America started when someone said no. Closer to Pittsburgh than Philadelphia. Okay. Well, most of the world is sheep. Think about it. Most of the world is sheep. What's for dinner tomorrow? Turkey and about 5 different kinds of vegetables. Everything. Even rutabagas. Does anyone like rutabagas? It's like such a, it's like something I have like maybe once or twice a year. That's it. But I love the taste of rutabagas. Love them. Yeah, Pennsylvania. A lot of coal mines here. Book suggestions for young men. Probably Think and Grow Rich, 48 Laws of Power, Magic of Thinking Big, Power of Positive Thinking, stuff like that. Well, like I said, if you're going to be crucified, you might as well not go like a sheep, go out like Butch Cassidy. Just, yeah, that's what I say. Psycho-Cybernetics. It's a good book. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Phenomenal book. I actually, believe it or not, I have the book and I have the cassette tape, like a cassette tape pack. I don't know how many cassettes it is. It's like 12 cassettes or something. Maxwell Maltz. Yep. I never read Magnificent Obsession. Never. But since it was written in the 20s, I like reading something that's 100 years old or more. I remember, it's so funny. I took a Cornish hen, I put it on a plate once, like a cooked one with mashed potatoes and stuff like that I made for myself. And I made a meme out of it. And it's back when I had a bigger beard. And I said, does this turkey make my beard look big? Space Kitchen podcast. Excellent. Way of the Superior Man. Excellent. The movie with Rock Hudson and Deborah Carr. She was also, wasn't she also in An Affair to Remember, if I'm not mistaken? If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, and sometimes I am. Let me load up the pipe. Hold on. Some fresh. Haven't had a pipe in a few days. So that's cool. It's all good. What am I going to have? Will I have Winding Road, or am I going to have Edward G. Robinson? I think I'm going to have Edward G. Robinson that I got from Old Carolina Pipe Cottage. Very happy to see their success. He says that they had one of their best weeks ever. So I think that's pretty cool. It's nice to see a business kind of take off, especially when there's so much competition, you know. Fair to Remember was a good movie. It was. It was. Anyone else watch I'm sorry, listen to the podcast between Ben Settle and Tom Wood? Really good. Probably one of the best ones that I've listened to. My thermostat is not turned down. I am outside. I am not in the house. For those of you who don't know what's going on here, I am outside. This is a shed, a smoking shed, where I come out and have a cigar or a pipe. I do not smoke a pipe in the house. I just don't. Just don't. So I come out here, and in the wintertime, I have to kind of like really bundle up because it is truly chilly out here. I've had the little heater going for a little while now. It is, all right, it's about 55 degrees in here, so it's not too bad, right? Yeah, when the government takes away your freedom, they never give it back, right? GB in the house. Not. That's true. Isn't it funny? They shut everything down. They made you wear masks. They made you social distance. They put plexiglass between you and a fucking cashier. They put plastic on everything. They put arrows in the aisles of stores. They counted people going into stores. They had those pesticide sprayers that they were hosing down shopping carts. Now think about this, okay? Everything got shut down for 3.5 months. And then they give a little bit back to you, and then you feel thankful. Thank you, government. Thank you. You really care about us. You did it because you care about us. Yeah, right. DB Hart, I can't stand Philadelphia. I'm out of here. Yeah, back to normal, right? Yeah, whatever happened to we the people? It's we the government. Nancy Pelosi just bought a $25 million house in Florida. $25 million. What the actual frick is that all about? Politics, the only fucking profession in the world where you can go in fucking broke and leave a multi effing millionaire. Holy crap. Come on. Thank God. That's what I'm saying. Thank God that we have some freedom. You're thankful for the some freedom. America started because someone said, no, fucking no. No, we're not paying those taxes. No, we're not answering to your troops. No. King George, you hear this? Well, let me turn it up for you. Fuck you, England. America started because we said, fuck you. Do you actually fucking think for one fucking second that we put in a request for our independence, for a religious exemption? Do you think? I live in an area, I'm only just a few miles from an area where a lot of guys died. Valley Forge National Park. A lot of people died here for our freedom. A lot of people. Where I am living right now, I am about 1 mile from where General Lafayette fought. 1 mile from there. Holy crap. Holy crap. America started because we said fuck you to England. But everyone's afraid to say it now. I can't believe you said fuck. I thought you were a Christian. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. I will turn over your fucking tables and make a whip and whip you out of the fucking temple. That's what I will do. Come on, man. You know who makes a difference in this world? Not followers, but people who are considered rebels. They're the ones who make changes, not compliers. Come on, man. I love saying, come on, man, since Biden said that. Rutabagas are better than Studebagas. You didn't see the new stats in the UK, did you? Did you? I can't. I have to put my blinders on. I can't see the truth. I can't see what the whole record of adverse events is. I want to ignore that because that's put out by tinfoil hats. I can't look at the stats in the UK. I can't. I'm not allowed to look at that. I'm not allowed to look at the truth. The truth hurts. No, turn it down. It's too bright for me. Shut the up, will you please? The truth is too bright. Please, please. Shut up. Say hello to my little post. Exactly. Oh, that's too funny. Alex Jones has always been right. Come on. Listen, did your girlfriend get the vaccine? You don't have to worry because I won't go near her. Nine meals from anarchy. That is the truth. 3 days. Keep people from food for 3 days, and they will rise up. Saw Mastodon with Opeth last night at the Ryman. Awesome. I love the Ryman because it is acoustically perfect. There's no bad seats in the Ryman. I've been there. If I let me put it this way, if I was hey, I have a good friend in the Nashville area, and she texted me today, and she's just giving the big middle finger to everything right now. Everything. But back to my Ryman story. I was at the Ryman, and there's no bad seat in the house. No bad seat in the house. And you could whisper on that stage, and even a person in the farthest row can hear it. So I can imagine what those bands sounded like at the Ryman. Holy crap. I wanted to see Kansas last year. ZZ Top tonight at the Opry, but not at the Ryman, right? At the Opry. 13 stillbirths within a 24-hour period. No, turn that down. I can't hear that truth. Stop it. La, 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 la. I can't hear you. La, 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 la. Oh, God. The last concert that I saw, geez, I'm trying to think. I haven't seen anything in 2 years. I know that. And I'm trying to think back. Yeah, roll out vaccines for newborns. Let's sterilize those kids right from the get. Come on, man. Let's fuck up those ovaries and those testicles right before 1 year old. Come on. First concert I ever saw, Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt was the first concert, and you know who opened for her was wait, let me think. Was it Linda Ronstadt or was it ELO? It was either Linda Ronstadt or Electric Light Orchestra. I'm not sure. And as far as opening is concerned, it was either James Taylor or Gordon Lightfoot, something like that. I was heavily into like singer songwriter dudes. Russell, I did see that post. I did, I did, I did with with Gonzalo. I did. He he is on fire on Telegram. CRP is on fire on Telegram. That you can tell he was restraining himself on YouTube. People think, "Ooh, he's edgy." You don't know what edgy is until you follow him on Telegram. Seriously, he was letting it rip. He still does. It's crazy. I have been to Woodstock. I am actually from upstate. My family is from upstate New York. So we would go through, literally, I would drive through the Woodstock area, and it was a stop often. I mean, the the town, nobody knew the town until the concert was there. Okay, until the festival was there, 3 days of peace and love. All right, Woodstock, New York was a shitty little, just a shitty little farm town. There was nothing to it, literally nothing to it until after the actual concert, 3 days of peace and love. Steve Goodman says the last was the Eagles. Yes, the Eagles with Vince Gill and right. Yes, I have been to the Keswick in Glenside. Yep, I know it well. I do know it well. Yep, know it well. I'm trying to think the last concert that I saw there, or did I see a comedian there? I am not part of his Patreon. No, but I know he's got over 3,000 people. But since he decided to just like let it rip, he lost about 500 people, but gained. Listen to this. He went from a little over 3,000 down to no. He was at 3,200, went down to 2,700. Now he's back up to maybe what? What is he now? 3,300 people, maybe. You know, Matt, why? What's going on? I never saw Eddie Money in concert, but I know people who have, and they said it was just incredible. You should build a golf course next to Nancy's house for 25 fucking $1 million house. I got nothing against people buying nice houses. I got nothing. I just don't like the fact that they're public servants, that they got their money from us. My favorite handgun, my favorite handgun? Are you kidding me? Anything that fires 22 long rifle, the most plentiful ammo on the face of this earth. I am smoking Edward G. Robinson in a country gentleman. I am cursing tonight, so if you're offended by cursing, you probably should go somewhere else. This is rated R tonight. My favorite food is food. Pirate cake. Being a Christian is all about being nice and not swearing. Yeah. Kimberly, what's going on? I love Jesus. It's just some of his followers I can't stand. The judge, I know the judge, like, I know people that are like, oh, I'm going to get a 44 Magnum. I'm like, do you actually know what the freaking kickback or recoil of that is? I want something. I want something where I can squeeze off literally like 13 rounds in 2.5 seconds. That's what I want. I want multiple. I want multiple. Let me put it this way. I want my target, if my target is threatening my life or someone I love, that target is going to look like Swiss cheese. I never heard of Gerald Celente. Never. DB Hart, Miss My Pipe was the only lady who smoked one in the cigar bar. That's being a rebel, man. That's like counterculture crap. You know? Yeah, 44 Magnum equals missed shot. You're right. Go into Walmart and see what ammo they have the most of. 22 long rifle. It's the cheapest. I am not into the judge at all. I'm just not into the judge. I just don't. I mean, I guess it would be a great home defense tool, but a Sig 9 millimeter, yeah. The new Dexter show. I don't know why I like Dexter, but I did follow it. I watched every episode, but I don't know. There was something addictive about Dexter. I don't know why. And I had to check my own psyche. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm liking a show about a serial killer, but I kind of get it. You know what I mean? He's only like killing bad people, so that's how I justified it. Matthew, I will squeeze off 13 rounds in 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds. Swiss cheese. I don't watch Joe Rogan. No. Zuckerberg is a cuck. I'm sorry. DB Hart, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate that. I think everybody should bring a bottle of Trump wine to your Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. That's what I think. Just to keep it light. I don't know where you can get it now. I have no idea where you can get it. I'm sure it's available in Jersey. Dr. Doom, best decade of music? Dude, it wasn't even a decade. I'll tell you exactly when it was. I will tell you when the best years of music were. 1968 to 1971. 68, 69, 70, 71. Music died after 71. Those are the 4 best years of music in history, as far as I'm concerned. Now, in like rock and roll and pop. Now, I'm a huge classical music fan. I like Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald. I listen to that stuff almost minimum 4 days a week. Love it. I love Billie Holiday. Love Billie Holiday. I just about 4 years ago I discovered Etta Jones. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, "You mean Etta James?" No, Etta Jones. I like Etta Jones better. I mean, I like Etta James. She says things always 2 or 3 times. You ever notice that? Etta James always repeats things like 3 times. Like always like the last couple words of every line. There's no sun out in the sky, stormy weather, stormy weather, stormy weather. You know, that's Etta James. Oh, 3 times. She's like Johnny 3 times. But Etta Jones, just look her up. Look up Etta Jones. You will love everything she does. Everything. Seriously. I've never watched South Park. I've only watched like clips of it that people, put on. And it's funny. Did anyone see the Monty Python skit from 40 years ago that I posted? It's just, oh, God, hilarious. Hilarious. How do you navigate your emotions when people lie to you? If people lie to me, they're history. Are you kidding me? I nothing them. Do I love them? Do I hate them? No, I nothing them. Yes, Etta Jones is just insane. Insane. I just can't. I love the way she says the word fire. Just listen to Etta Jones whenever she says the word fire. There's 2 people that say fire better than anyone else. One is Etta Jones. The other one is Jim Morrison. Fire! Yeah, right? Right? Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Right? Come on, baby, light my fire. Yeah. All right. Etta Jones, fire. Jim Morrison, fire. Nobody says fire like those 2. Nobody. Once you make, let me put it this way. Etta James is the gateway drug to Etta Jones. Well, the song Fire by Ohio Players. Let me tell you about that song. All right. Did you watch the Daybreak show last week? Well, actually it was on, if you're not on Patreon, you didn't see this Daybreak show. But Rob Parisi from the band Wild Cherry, okay, was a bar band. A bar band. All right. And people wanted them to play more dance music. They were just yelling, more dance music. Bar bands love doing rock and roll. Okay. And if you're like a bar band guy, like I was, you always know the second set is the dance set where they do Motown and everything. And this was, I don't know, what was this, back in 74, maybe? And the drummer said, after everybody was like, play dance music. And the drummer said to Rob Parisi, said, go, play some funky music, white boy. Like that. And Rob wrote that down on a napkin. On his way home that night in the van, you know how like bar bands have a van and they're all jammed in a van and they're listening to some music. Okay. Think about this. Think about this now. He's hearing the song from Ohio Players, Fire. Fire, dun, 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 dun. Fire, dun, 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 dun. Right? The way you walk and talk really sets me off. Yeah, all right, okay. Rob Parisi took that beat and that concept and created Play That Funky Music. Well, I was a funky singer playing in a rock and roll band. Dun, 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 dun. I never had no problems. Dun, 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 dun. Rolling out the one night stand. Dun, dun, dun. Now, think about this. Think about the beat. Fire. Dun, 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 dun. And that's where he got the song Play That Funky Music from, was the inspiration from the bass line and the beat of Ohio Players' Fire. Now you know the rest of the story. Don't even get me going on music. Don't even get me going on music. Uh, Val Kilmer was good in the Doors. There's an album called The Very Best of the Doors that I play like once a week while I take a shower on my Bose SoundLink. I put the Bose SoundLink in the bathroom. And I probably get about 6 or 7 songs into it, and then my shower is done. Yeah. So the best years of music, I think, were 68 to 71. If you go to Billboard charts, if you go to the Billboard charts and you look at all the songs that like the top 100 of every year, 68 to 71, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I love that song. Oh my God, I love that song. Oh my God, I love that song. Just do it and you'll see. Yeah, I was a Ted Nugent fan. What? Back in mid 70s, was it? Easily in the mid 70s. Matt, do I have any vinyl? I have a wall of vinyl. Do you know what my most played song is on vinyl? Literally, I have to put, remember when you'd put like a penny or a nickel on the tone arm on a turntable, okay, to keep it from skating across a record? The most worn song on all my albums, I think I told you this on the Daybreak show a year or two ago. The most worn out song. Yes, there was a day when you could actually wear out an album. You could play it so much that it was almost smooth. Literally. There was no hardly any grooves in it. You literally would have to put a penny or a nickel on top of the needle so it didn't slide across the record. The single most played song, the single most played song that I've ever played in my life was Yes, Roundabout. The song Roundabout was the most played song in my world. Who's texting me now? God. Yes, from the Fragile album. Alejandro, when is a man no longer in his prime? I look at it this way. I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's it. I'll sleep when I'm dead. This is not a relaxing pipe smoking session. When I'm talking like this, man, I'm lighting and puffing and just like heating up that cob. Like this thing is about ready to burst into flames. Gary Puckett and Union Gap. Yep. Old Flintstone clips. Yeah. I mean, that's like Bugs Bunny. That was adult humor. It was Looney Tunes was all adult humor. Fat Albert was great. I should do gigs, new side hustle, right? Yes, I am into crypto, but I'm literally more of an experimenter, a speculator kind of guy. Yeah. Bitcoin takes time and patience. I know. Let me tell you, I told you my story about getting a Fitbit and being obsessed with my sleep. And then there was actually a name for that disorder called orthosomnia, where you're obsessed with the stages of sleep. Like I wake up in the morning and I take a look at like what my sleep looked like during the night. And what happened was I was so worried about my sleep that I didn't sleep. So I gave away my Fitbit. I hated it. So Bitcoin, I'm not into the voodoo of Bitcoin though. Like I'm not into the voodoo of it. Sorry. I know it's made some people rich, some people. Okay. But so is the lottery. Okay. And so have the stocks. So has Wall Street. But I will tell you, I have initially when I got into crypto, I was checking it like 5 times a day. 5 times a day. Have I booked my booster? You want to get blocked? That's the quickest way to get blocked here. But the reality is, I had to back away from. I have not checked. Right now I check crypto once a week because it creates anxiety in me. When it goes up, I'm like, look at, it's going up, it's going up. I was right, I was right. And then when it goes down, I'm like, oh, bummer, they were right, they were right. So I was just tired of the up and down crap. I don't see. Listen, ever since I can remember, I'm talking like in the 70s, they were talking about precious metals and coins. Okay. So literally, do I have some? Yes. Yes. But the reality is, You need to diversify everything. You know, who the heck was, the lady that I work with, she made a great point. Like, what are you going to buy with a 1 ounce coin of gold? You need smaller denominations. Okay. What are you going to buy with an ounce of gold? You know, an $1,900 coin. You know, what are you going to, how is that going to be helpful when buying groceries or ammo or whatever? Okay. You need the small coins, the small coins. Silver is great, but the gold coins, I would go with 1/4 ounce or smaller if you can. That, and I'm not an expert in this, so yeah. The only thing that's going to be currency if SHTF, the only thing that will be currency is ammo, food, water, antibiotics, fever reducers. I mean, let's get real. Seriously, let's get real. War paint and camo. Junk silver is great. Junk silver is excellent. Yeah. Well, I've said this for years, that skills are the new education. People say to me, should I go to college? I'm like, hell no, go to trade school. Are you kidding me? You buy emergency food from InfoWars. That's cool. Hunting skills, disposable lighters, quest for fire, bullets, beans, and band-aids. Absolutely. That is going to be your currency if SHTF. That's what I think. That's what I think. Your son starts carpentry trade school next spring. Fantastic. Would I lump EMT paramedic under a trade? Not if you have to get a shot. Don't choose anything where they're going to make you, where someone else is in charge of your medical health. Yeah, your body is a great form of currency. All right. I don't care what you got stashed. If you can't defend what you have stashed, what good is it? Why do you think I lift weights? Why do you think I fight? I don't fight in order to go out and fight. Why do you think I do that? Why do you think I do that? Just in case. It's the same reason why I have car insurance. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Refrigeration engineer, phenomenal. Great stuff. I am not a cyclist. No. I have a mountain bike and that's it. Yep. You're going through the Fitbit sleep thing. Yeah. It's freaky, right? You end up like, you think it's cool. Like, I really thought it was cool. Oh, I can track my sleep. What happens is you end up worrying about your sleep and you lose sleep. It's weird. Advice: if 100 employees or more mandate actually goes through, start your own business. Start your own business. Take cash. In my coaching, you guys know I do that part-time. I have a nice coaching business. I accept gold as payment, as well as Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, checks. Like, Aztec King, what's up, George? Thoughts and advice on going out to bars alone, hopes of meeting women. You don't have any single guy friends, also coping with the holidays, no real family. Well, first thing is, I was always a lone wolf. I used to go out with the boys. Talk about useless. All right. If you want to meet women, be a lone wolf. There's no other way. No other way. Seriously. If you're going to go out with your guys, I would go out with the guys to go listen to a band and laugh and have fun. That's when you go out with the guys. If you go out to meet women, you don't go out with guys if you're going to go meet women. I will give you 2 tips right now for you young guys on meeting women. First thing, lone wolf, look for a girls' night out. Look for like 3 to 5 girls coming in to a bar, a club, an establishment. 3 to 5 girls coming in at the same time. Most easily conquerable, if you want to call it conquering, thing that you can do. Simple. Shooting fish in a barrel. Second thing, hotel bars. Hotel bars. Do you have a Crown Plaza near you? You got a DoubleTree? Okay, they all got like little like lame bands playing in a corner, like a dude singing Sinatra, karaoke somewhere. Okay, hotel bars. That's all I'm going to say. Now, coping with the holidays with no real family, you do it. I can't say anything but just do it. Holidays mean nothing when you're alone. They mean nothing when you're alone. When you have kids and family around, holidays are important. But when you don't have kids and family around, holidays are not important. For me, it's just another day off. That's how I look at it. I keep my emotions out of it. I used to be sad about stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell am I getting sad about? It's like a day of no talking. It's a day of like watching, like just binging movies and eating and getting a great night's sleep. That's what a holiday means to me. And then I discovered hiking probably when I was in my late 20s. And I would go camping by myself and hiking by myself on holidays. And I loved it. Loved it. Baltimore is in the house. What can I say about a wife that's always pissed and complaining about everything? It's better to live on the corner of our rooftop than be with a complaining woman. Do you have a spot that you can go to just to get away from her? Let her bitch to herself. Let her bitch to herself. Do not, do not, do not bear the weight and responsibility of someone else's bad mood. Seriously. Make yourself scarce. Make yourself scarce. Simple as that. Be indifferent about it and let her know through your actions that you have 1 foot out the door. That's all. Better a crust of bread and a house of peace. Darn right. Boy, we're talking about everything tonight, aren't we? Look at it's what 8:02. I usually go to bed at 8, but I'm staying up a little bit right now, so this is cool. I got up at 3:30 today. Came home, got a haircut. Got a haircut today. Got the sides tapered. Want to see? All right, let's see. I actually went and because I was growing back after I gave myself a baldy, I shaved it down to the bone. So I got the sides tapered up, the back tapered, left the top a little longer to comb over. And that's my deal right now. So I'm kind of bringing back like a normal haircut again. So that's what I'm doing. But it's so friggin' cold, I'm wearing a hat. That's what's going on. It's cold out. Let's see what's happening here. All right, it's 60 degrees in the shed. I don't do counseling anymore. I do coaching. I don't do counseling. Requires a diagnosis, and I don't give people diagnoses. I don't look in the past. I look in the future. We don't talk about the past in my coaching. We move forward. Yeah. Pam says, really, where do we meet men at? Go out with a bunch of girlfriends and look for the lone wolves. Don't don't look for all the guys that are hanging out with their buddies, just like drinking and hanging out. Don't don't. That's learn to dance, learn to meet women. If you go out to a dance club, and a dance club for younger people is different than a dance club for older people. Like you can just go to a bar that's got a band playing and that's sufficient. You don't need to like club. You don't need to pay a cover charge. Women get put off by groups of drunk guys. Yeah, just if you're going to go out with the guys, go out with the guys. If you're going out specifically to meet a woman, then go by yourself and just game up. Look good, look crisp, smell good, dress nice, groom yourself, get a great looking haircut, keep the beard looking clean, look good, sit at the bar, sit at the bar, and women will find their way to you because you will be different than every other guy in the place that's like shooting pool and playing darts and like on his like fifth beer. When it comes to women, um, guys, look crisp. Just every listen. If you just give 5 more minutes of grooming, 5 more minutes of grooming, then everyone else, you're going to do fine. Simple as that. That's all. Get your body in shape. Like you don't have to be rippling with muscles, okay? But you just for guys, you want a woman to think, oh, you must work out. That's all. Silver's for barter, gold is for your life. Ex- Excellent advice, John. Women notice when a man has taken his time to look good. Absolutely. Take 5 more minutes and you'll be ahead of everyone else. Guaranteed. What if she asks to see your castration card? Yeah, exactly. At age 24, I did 27 legit pull-ups all the way down, all the way up. No kidding. That's great, man. That's awesome. That was actually awesome. The Vax Pass, the castration card. I call it the IQ test. That's what I call it. Thoughts on the red pill? To me, the red pill is like gravity. There's there's nothing. I can have any whatever thoughts I want about it, but the red pill mindset is like gravity. Okay, it's effective. It's effective. Gunsmith, knife sharpening. Yeah, any kind of blade sharpening is good. Fantastic. Christopher Withers. Oh, I love this phrase. Debt is the currency of slaves. Silver is the currency of gentlemen. Gold of kings. That's cool. I never heard that before. That's pretty cool. Matt says, remember, younger ladies want kids to beware if you're already a father. That is a fact. That is a fact. Absolutely. Have I heard about Satoshi? Yes, I watch AMTV, and that was the first time I ever heard of Satoshi, Christopher Green. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Yeah, definitely. How do you look good when you're on a budget? You know what looks good on a man? Clean. And that's free. It doesn't cost anything to clean. It doesn't cost anything to trim the hair in your ears and your nose, on the back of your neck. Doesn't cost you anything to not be wolfing out. Dude, I'm 61 years old. I can go into a bar right now. I can go wherever there's women. I can go wherever there's women, wherever, and make something happen. But like I say, it's cool that you can, but cooler that you don't. Savinelli 111. I don't know what a Savinelli 111 is, but that's awesome. I do like Savinelli's, and it's a proven brand. What can you say? Let's see. 30, and part of me feels odd for not having a girlfriend or wife. Should it bother me? Nothing should bother you. Become unbotherable. Nothing. Nothing. Kimberly says clean is the exact answer. And that doesn't necessarily, right, Kimberly, um, it doesn't mean like clean cut. I mean, I've had a beard like forever, 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 but it's always, well taken care of, except when it was like, like a mile long. Then I looked like, you know, from Appalachia. A straight billiard. Okay, cool. I love straight billiards. It's like Mr. Brog pipe. Where is it? I have. Oh, it's in the house. But a straight billiard is awesome. Just awesome. Like that. Just a straight billiard. Just great stuff. How to become unbotherable. It does take practice. I will tell you that. You you don't become unbotherable overnight. It does take practice. It does take practice. So you practice not letting things bother you. Kimberly says clean is yummy. That's it. Clean. You know how I say sanity, clarity, and reason? When I was full time in the hair business, I used to say clean, sharp, and handsome. Those were like, I'm always kind of like a 3-word kind of guy. I was all about clean, sharp, and handsome. First yawn of the night, and it's only 8:15. Oh my gosh. My girls and I call it unfuckwithable. Yes. Like you just can't let anyone mess with you. You can't you can't let someone ruin your day. GK says, why do we keep getting new business after a haircut? The look, the barber. I will tell you, there is nothing like getting tightened up. There is nothing like getting tightened up. You just feel unstoppable. You really do. Get a good haircut. Um, get a shower. Get all the hair off your, you know, all the hair that went down your shirt. Just clean up. It's great. Cologne of choice. I don't wear cologne anymore, except, I mean, I have Clearview got me Armani, and I have to say I like it. I have to say that I like it. So, but I never spray cologne on my skin ever. Like a lot of guys are like, I don't do that. I just like mist it on my clothes, and then as far as like my face is like I will spray like a little cloud, like, and there's like a little cloud, like a little misty cloud, and then you just walk through the cloud. Okay, just spray it like this, go, and then just kind of go like that, and just kind of let some of the mist settle on you. So if someone can smell your cologne from 3 feet away, you have too much cologne. My cologne rule is this: a woman needs to get right about here to smell my cologne. If a woman is here, like here, and she says, "Ooh, you smell good," it's too much. When a woman gets right here, and says, "Oh, you smell good," then you're wearing the right amount. Soap of choice? Take a guess. Take a guess. Two Savinelli 111s. Excellent. Now you got me thinking about Savinelli 111s. Yes, Grondike soap. Exactly. The pheromone soap, tactical soap. Yep. Yep. Tactical soap. I don't use anything else except that. I, I, I just don't use anything else. I use that every single day, 7 days a week. Whenever I shower, I use tactical soap. It's just great stuff. Doesn't dry your skin out. It's good stuff. Well, let me put it this way. They associate the smell with you. Let me address that issue. If another dude is wearing it somewhere later on, um, I, let me put it this way. I like colognes that are to me, unique to me. And I like, believe it or not, I used to love it when a woman would buy me cologne. I loved it because I would like, I'm not like a fruity floral cologne kind of guy. I'm more of like more of a spicy leatherish kind of cologne guy. Something that is smells more like wood, like leaves in a forest kind of thing. To me, that's, you know, yep. Coach EO is a cologne expert. I will tell you, I don't know if he's watching this right now, but uh, Everett Overton, just watching his rise has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. He has brought back, to me, Coach EO has brought back being suave and cool. None of this, oh, just be yourself bullshit. No, no. And in person, he's the same exact way. Same exact way. Guy's smooth. He's a gentleman. Good guy. Yeah. Style grooming tips for overweight guys. Be clean. Be clean cut. You still have a bit of a paunch. A lot of guys do. A lot of guys do. But it's better to wear fitted clothing if you can. What do they say? Clothes make the man, but muscles make the clothes. Pamela Ard, I do cut hair in Pennsylvania. Yes. Creed Aventus is amazing. It is. Stopped using soap during the pandemic. Abrasion of a hot shower is all I use. Rocking it natural. Well, what's happened? You know what perspiration is, right? I'm not talking about the stinky, like Jesus, dude, will you take a friggin' shower? I'm not talking about that, but just like the average smell that comes from eating well and exercising, and a woman will appreciate that. That's literally your smell. I did read some Chateau Hartiste, but my day is like way before that. Like I am literally 30 years before that. Literally 30 years before that. Russell says I did a detox and most of the bad smell went away. Fact. Absolute fact. Yep. Dr. Bronner is good. Yeah, I like that. That's just like Castile soap with essential oils in it. It's great. Man, we talked about everything tonight, didn't we? Holy cow. This conversation went all over the place tonight. I rarely open myself up to questions like this. I do this maybe once or twice a month. This kind of like open forum. Yeah. Yep. Titanium Man says, thanks for answering that question. Despite the time difference, now I know you get it. Betas like me who had a beta boomer dad. Yeah. Yep. Peg Bell. Uh, what a great comment. I love this. Now, guys, listen to this. Listen to this. All right. Peg is like my age. Okay. And I want you to hear the wisdom of a woman my age. I think one of the best scents on a man is when they come in from being outside and they smell like fresh linen dried on a clothesline. Yep. Excellent. Excellent. When I'm out raking leaves, I don't rake leaves much anymore, but when I did, I'd come back in smelling unbelievable. When I'm shoveling snow, same thing. Come back in, smelling fantastic. Working on the car, straight to the shower. How do you deal with ear hair? You cut it every other day. That's it. That's what I do. My ear hair and nose hair is just like it grows faster than any hair on my body. So every other day I hit it with the trimmers. Jane Irene says solid black shirts or solid white shirts look nice on men. My favorite, you know what my favorite shirt is? A black t-shirt that fits well, that fits my body well, like a fitted, not a friggin' Hanes pocket tee. I'm talking like a fitted black t-shirt is a badass look. I like a black polo shirt that looks great. I look good in that. Uh, Past couple years, I've been into the untucked, like the untuck it shirts. I love those. They fit my body perfectly. It's almost like that they were great, like literally tailored for me. So I have a few of those shirts. Probably, I don't know. I probably have maybe a dozen of the untucked shirts, and my favorite is a black one and a white one. So yes. Have I considered getting into cowboy hats? Not where I live. I have like felt hats that have a big brim, uh, fedoras, and that type of thing that I wear when it rains. But I'm not a like just every day. I just don't wear a hat every day. If it's freezing out, I'm more practical. I just put on like a knit hat like this. Women love a man in a nice suit, sport coat. Absolutely. As I got older, I stopped wearing ties and started wearing, a sport coat and a tie. I stopped that and started more with a dress shirt, a sport coat, the dress shirt unbuttoned, two buttons, not full chest hair kind of thing, but just about down to here. Not top button, not that button, but that button right there. Open up a little bit, um, and a pocket square. And to me, that's my look. That is my look. If you've seen some of stuff that I've done, that is my look. Andy Roth says, because every girl's crazy about a sharp dressed man. Yeah. I don't care because my wallet's fat. The lyrics of that song are great. They are great. Joe Witt loves the Daybreak Show. That's cool. Pam, enjoy your holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for popping in. Amrit, yeah, sport coats. Make sure you get them fitted or buy a fitted sport coat. If it hangs on you like a sack, it can actually have the opposite effect. If you've seen pictures of my sport coats uh, that I gotten like in the past, I'd say the past maybe 5 years, I really, really love a fabric that kind of stretches. They have a little stretch, like I used to be into the whole tweed thing, like the college professor look, and I like that, you know, at a certain point in my life. Now, when I get a sport coat, it has to have a little bit of lycra. You know, if it has 2% lycra and it moves with you. What I never liked was like when you put on a sport coat, and if you feel you're going to like tear the seam in the back, you know, or just like rip out, you know, like just burst the seams in the sleeves. Like when you go like this, kind of like bend over and go like that, you feel like it's going to like just burst. I don't like that feeling, and it restricts you. So the newer sport coats that have microfiber sport coats that have a little bit of lycra in them, like 2%, they move with you, and it's a great look. Fits your body well. You got to have the body for it, though. You got to have the body. In other words, your chest and shoulders have to be wider than your waist and belly. So that's the first thing you got to do. But a sport coat can cover a multitude of sins. If you got that little bit of a belly, that sport coat, you know, just button the one button, the top button, looks fantastic. Fantastic. What's a good brand of sport coat? Um, I don't go for brands. I look at a ton of different things. I mean, there's a couple department stores near me that I go into, and I just try on a million things. I just try stuff on. I will just like see a pattern that I like, or if I'm going in for a certain color, like just a navy blue classic blazer with gold, two gold buttons. That's kind of like my look for like if I'm going to a business meeting and a white dress shirt. But if I'm doing business, the dress shirt is buttoned, not the top button, but right here. If I'm going out, you know, more socially, the button here gets unbuttoned. But I'm trying to think if I have. I really don't have a specific. I don't have a specific um, brand. Although I was at the mall not too long ago, and I tried on an Untuck sport coat. They're too expensive for what they are. But man, that thing fit me so well. Oh my gosh, it just fit me so well. Four buttons. What does four button? Dana asks the question. What does four buttons mean? Four buttons is kind of like would be more of like a double-breasted coat. Yep. JC Lawn says, "Do I publish my shows in podcast form or only on YouTube?" Right now, YouTube and Patreon. I have so much material that I could just upload to podcasts. If I did a podcast a week, I'd have enough material for over 10 years using repurposing material that I already have. Yeah. When I was traveling, my favorite sport coats were microfiber, and which means I can literally roll them up. I could crumple them up in a suitcase, take them out of my suitcase, give it a good shake. There wasn't a single wrinkle in it. Now I don't do that. I don't do that, but with a more like a higher end microfiber sport coat, just always looks great. Always looks great. And I have two microfiber sport coats that just look phenomenal on me. But they don't have wrinkles. Like I will take it out of the suitcase, literally put it on a hanger, and I put it in the shower with the door, put it in the bathroom while I take a shower with the door closed, and some of the steam will just lightly just remove some of the wrinkles and make it kind of go back to its shape. So when I travel, and when I'm speaking, when I'm on stages somewhere, I always take out the sport coat and hang it up in the bathroom while I take a shower. If the hotel does not have a steamer, if they have a like a higher end iron, I will put water in it and a steam button, like a steam shot button. I won't touch it. I will hang it up, but I will just best steak cut, ribeye. People have said to me, are you on TRT? I'm like, no, I'm on ribeye. My favorite tea is any herb tea. Any herb tea. That was another thing. Clearview sent me a whole box of just magnificent teas. Magnificent teas. Uh, buck buckthorn, um, elderberry, mistletoe, stuff like that. Just great stuff. Very therapeutic. It's awesome. But as far as like black tea is concerned, probably Russian caravan tea. It's a smoky tea, also known as Lapsang Souchong. And it was Adam Mandelbaum that turned me on to that, and that was incredible. Tulsi tea is insane. I love Tulsi. Love Tulsi. I don't like Tulsi with any flavors. I just like plain Tulsi tea. It's awesome. That's also called holy basil. Great stuff, though. Great stuff. All right. It's late for me, anyways. So you have a great night. Have a great Thanksgiving. You guys are awesome. You had a lot of choices on YouTube tonight, but you chose to spend a few minutes with me. And for that, I am thankful. Have a good night, everybody.